and you don't have no capital to be able to get your own Airbnb, whether it's through purchase or whether it's through the rental arbitrage method where you rent out a property under your business name and you're able to sublet it and sublease it to other people with permission from the landlord. If you don't have funds to maybe cover your first month, last month security, because typically I always like to estimate to get into Airbnb, you probably need anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000. Okay, if the rent is $2,000 a month, first, last month security, and also a furnishing unit. So maybe it costs anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a furnishing unit as well. So it may cost you $10,000 to actually get started with your first Airbnb and your first short-term listing. Now, let's say you don't have the money. Is actually a way you can actually get an Airbnb with no money out your pocket. Is actually a way you can get into Airbnb and make money off of other people's properties. And this is through the method called co-hosting. Okay, so you can actually co-host other people's properties, charge a percentage, and make money on their listing. Okay, so there's so many ways you can make money within Airbnb, not just with your own personal unit, but with somebody else's unit. Okay, so this would be a great way. This would be one of the ways I would get my foot into the door if I didn't have the capital to get my own Airbnb. Okay, now, what are some things that you need to do to begin a co-host? Number one, you need some experience. Okay, maybe you need some coaching. Maybe you need to learn Airbnb more. You want to tap into different workshops, information, so that way you can learn the short-term rental industry. Okay, and learn how to co-host, learn how to do guest communication. Some of the platforms I'm going to recommend that you need, I'm going to give you guys 3. Number 1 is going to be a channel manager. I recommend using Hostaway. A channel manager is going to be like a software. It's going to be able to allow you to communicate and allow you to streamline the process when it comes to it. It's like a rental vacation software. Okay, you can set up automated messaging. You can communicate with the cleaners all in one system. Communicate with the guests, and you can automate the process. You can do financials through it. So if you're looking to run a professional business, this is a tool I recommend. You have plenty of channel managers out there. You got Hospitable, you have Hostaway, you have Guesty. These are different channel managers and softwares you can use to begin to manage other people's listings. Okay, I recommend you Hostaway. This is the #1 software channel manager that's out there in the marketplace that a lot of people use. So you always want the best. So I recommend Hostaway. But whatever your preference is, you may use it. Just research these different channel managers and see which one best suits you. Now, the second thing that you're going to need if you're going to decide to begin a co-host, you're going to need a system to find cleaners for your for the property that you're hosting. I'm going to dive deeper into what co-hosting is, but I want to give you the systems and tools that you want to learn and utilize. You want to use Turno. This is a system that you can use to find cleaners that'll be able to clean out the property when that guest checks out that unit. And you can automate the process and link it directly with the Airbnb profile, where when the guest checks out, it will communicate with Turno to find bids to locate a cleaner in that area. And you can go off the best based off the reviews and the pricing that cleaning company is charging to clean and turn over that Airbnb unit. Okay, so you can streamline the process. And this is something that you actually do virtually. You don't have to be physically in that particular state or city where that Airbnb listing is at, where that host is at, where you co-host. You can do it virtually. Okay, this is what we teach our mentees how to do, be able to co-host and make money while they stack up their money to be able to get their own Airbnb. They'll stack up their dough, they'll stack up their cheese, and now go out and get their own Airbnb. Okay? Now, the third tool that I recommend that you get, give me a tool called Price Labs. Okay? Price Labs is a tool where it could do dynamic pricing for you, where it could go ahead and adjust the pricing for that particular unit. So let's say, you have a link to Price Labs. It will use AI to determine the demand on that day and also on the location of that unit. So there's a lot of people coming in for like a concert to a city. Let's say a lot of people's coming to Fort Lauderdale. They're going to like a Beyonce concert. It will pick up that data and it will increase the daily rate because there's a high demand in that city, in that area. Okay, so that way that rate that you get, it'll be a high rate. Let's say take it from 200, it'll probably bring in a 400 a night. Okay, and if there's a low demand, it will automatically decrease the pricing for you. So that way you can stay booked and your occupancy rate will be higher. Okay, so I highly recommend getting a dynamic pricing tool like hotels. They will adjust the pricing daily based on the demand in the area and then also the location where they are, where they're located, and the amenities that they provide and things like that. So that's the tool I recommend that you get, these 3 tools. It'll all cost you less than, I say, $400. And this will allow you to be able to make some good money because you could charge anywhere from 10 to 30% on managing somebody else's unit. So let's say a host is bringing in $4,000 a month in revenue and like, hey, well, I don't have the time to manage these units. I got a lot of different things going on. I got a family, kids, travel. I want someone else to manage it for me. And let's say they're willing to pay 20%. So 20% of $4,000 in revenue that they're probably bringing in, that's an estimate. That's an extra $800 in your pocket that you're able to earn off someone else's property. Often is doing guest communication, syncing the cleaning tool to their listing, and then also maybe communicate with a handyman, and then also linking up these different softwares, and you can automate the process. I'm going to even dive deeper on how you can automate the process. Okay. Now, let's say you get 4 properties that's paying you $800 to manage your units. That's $3,200 extra you can make. That's almost over $30,000 a year that you can make all from just co-hosting and managing my US unit, just overseeing it. $30,000, that's an estimate. Like this, imagine, and you don't have to use a lot of your own money. You don't have to get your own property. Like, it's less risk for you, and you have a way to make a lot of money. So we got to start thinking outside the box. Now, here's the next thing. You can even create a virtual front desk. A virtual front desk. What is a virtual front desk? You can hire a VA team to manage these different listings and units as well. So it's not just you doing all the guest communications. So you can look up a VA, a virtual assistant. You can go to Upwork, online jobs.ph, and you can locate a VA that has experience in Airbnb, and I could go ahead and do all the tasks for you. And all you have to do is just oversee what they're doing. And that's it. So now, and let's say you're paying them $45 an hour. Okay. So now you're able to automate the process with it. And now you'll be able to grow and scale off from this co-hosting other people's units. All right. Well, how do we find people that's going to allow to co-host? I'm going to give you guys 3 strategies. Number 1, a lot of people don't know Airbnb. When you're on a platform for a certain period of time, you may have some experience. Typically for people that already have experience, they'll allow you to market that you're co-hosting for them. They'll allow you to market that. Okay. They'll allow you to market that you could co-host other people's properties. That is number 1. The second place you go to actually market and let people know that you'll be able to co-host their property is going to be cohostmarket.com. Here's where a lot of hosts will list that they're looking to co-host a lot of people to co-host their properties. Okay. It is a fee that you have to pay, a small fee. And then there's other co-hosts that's like, hey, look, I could co-host your property for you where they can meet. So like an online dating website, right? You got host and then you got co-hosts, people that want to co-host, property managers. And you streamline and put them together on this one platform. And you guys do negotiations. And then the third way you can find people to co-host properties is going to be on Facebook Marketplace. So now you can go on Facebook Marketplace, co-host other people's properties. Okay, you can put out there that you property manager, you'll co-host their property. And there's a lot of Facebook groups that's out there of hosts. And you can put, hey, look, I'll manage your property for you. And then you can begin to do negotiations. Okay, so you can leverage these 3 ways to be able to find people that will allow you to be able to co-host. And this will be a great way you can make some extra money. And then you can stack the money and put it into your own Airbnb. Or maybe you just like co-hosting. You say, hey, I'll just go ahead and co-host. I know a gentleman who just began to scale and grow his co-host business, and he's making multiple 6 figures doing it. So many different ways that you can make money in Airbnb. You just got to think outside the box. So it's not a matter of fact that you don't have the resources. You just lack resourcefulness. So hopefully this video was able to help you think outside the box in different ways you can make money to really begin to start and grow in Airbnb. Now, if you want more tips and videos like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the YouTube page. So that way you get notified when we drop more content and videos like this. And then also go ahead and click the description. You'll be able to see how you can tap in with us. We got a community that you guys will be able to register where we give, resources and information and trainings. We do free workshops where you guys can go ahead and register. And then we also do 5-day classes. So if you guys want to register for the 5-day class that we're doing, we do this on a monthly basis. You want to make sure you click the link in the description where you can go ahead and get all the details. With that being said, I'm going to see you in the next video. Let's go.